Hey YouTube, PS2 Freak here with a quick deck profile of Geargia. This is my own version. I just believe it's really solid, really stable. Doesn't really have a bad matchup. It can side Gozen. It can side into a lot of cards that other decks can't. It has a really good matchup against windups, which is the bulk of the meta right now. It has a good matchup against Heretics even, which I just topped with. So I really like that. It has a good matchup against Chaos Dragons. And it just has a good matchup even in the mirror match, especially with my unique side and my unique take on the deck. It's really easy for this deck to combat other decks just with one card, power plays, and just huge combos. So let's get ahead and start with the deck. 2 Thunder King, just because it's a really solid card, negates a lot of stuff, prevents searches, and while you do use Geargia armor, you're really not going to have any opportunity to use this with Geargia armor. So if you just keep beating with this, you're going to have game anyway. But if this gets off the field, then you also do have that Geargia armor, so then it really wouldn't matter. But this is just to stun them, maybe you see this in other cards. This is just to stun them, or to give you an extra play that the deck won't always have. Then 2 Geargia MK2. It's kind of like a tour guide. If you bring back Geargia Arsenal, you contribute Geargia into Arsenal to bring out another one. So, if this guy's in defense brought out by him, you contribute him to the grave and special summon another one, then go for any rank 3 that you want. And also, it's very good with the 2 Birdman that I play because you can summon this guy, special summon any level 4, and then Birdman him back to your hand, or Birdman the other guy back to your hand, and go into a rank 3 or into a Black Rose or Bure. And even though I don't play Karakuris, still play Bure because it's a level 7 2700 that can, or 2600 that can switch positions. And it's really good to get around Reaper and some other cards. Triple Arsenal. It's the lone fire of the deck. You gotta play 3 just to see all the combo pieces that you need, or all the pieces that you want to see. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and it's also a 1700 beater when you summon it. And if you have any other guy in the field, it's 19, so it's easily just high powered and a really good card in general. Triple Geargia Accelerator. This card is just really nuts in the deck. You gotta play it. It's basically a Keyzon. Lets you go into your Gigant and a whole bunch of other cards to just make really big pushes and plays. The 3 Geargia armor, gotta play him. 1900 defense, searches. It's like an infinite Sangan or infinite Worm Kartos, I guess. Really good. Gotta play it. Gotta get your armors. Gotta get your accelerators and your MK2s to your hand, and then overlay into those armors just to go for broke. Next up, I play 2 Gen X Ally Birdman. This is really key in the deck. It lets you go into your 7s really easily. You're going to rank 3s really easily, and even synchro into 6s really easily. It's just a really versatile card in this deck, and with it, you can Bure your opponent, and I like just getting Bure out a lot, because if you just sit on that guy, you can just switch the attack or just switch your opponent's monster attack and just keep attacking over him. And I play a lot of back row in this deck, so even if you just get like 1 Exceed on the board, or Gigant or something that you can just keep plussing off of, it really won't matter, because you'll have game, you have that protection, you have that monster, and you just keep beating him to death. But then the Birdman's there, so if you want to nuke the field with Black Rose, if you want to Bure them, you can, and it's just a really good option. It's also searchable off of Gigant, so it's really good. Then I play 2 Max C and 2 Valor. Hand traps are very important right now, and I just think 2 Max C, 2 Valor is really solid in this meta. Valor can hit, the Gears mirror match. Heretics stops them dead in their tracks most of the times, because if you Max C and have the Valor, your opponent can't do anything. And then also Valor's really good against Inzectors, while Max C is good against windups. But 2 Max C, 2 Valor is perfect, because you can either Valor them right then or stop their play. But if you have the Max C, you can Max C, draw into your Valors, and then stop them. That way, you still have a whole bunch of cards to deal with their board, and they can't kill you. 2 Pot of Duality, really good card. Sorts through your deck, gotta play it. Triple MST and Heavy. You just gotta get your plays off. It's really necessary. I wouldn't say like this deck's aggro, but it can get aggro, and you just need to push your plays through. Monsterborn, Dark Hole, Stables. Book of Moon, really good card. Gotta play it, I think, in this deck. It helps you book your guy again if it gets baited for whatever reason. Just gets you around a lot of sticky situations with some other cards, and it's just a really good card in general. Next we have Pot of Avarice. Lets you recycle all your cards, and then because this deck, pushes a lot, maybe like 1 or 2 turns, and if you have that armor for both those turns, it's going to be game because you have all that advantage, and they just can't get around it. But Pot of Avarice, if you do get stopped, it lets you regain the advantage and then try to kill them again. And then also another card, because this deck is really fast, and if you have this card, it's automatically game. Like, there's nothing they can really do about it. Because if you have this card, you maybe only be able to put like 50, 700 on the board, but they're going to be 3 really good cards or 2 really good cards. But then when you have that limiter, it's just automatically game. It just pushes things through, and it's really good in the deck. Then we have Triple D Prison. I play 3 D Prison just because it's a really solid card. Gotta play 3, gets rid of T-King, gets rid of, wind-ups. It's just heroes. Heroes are important, gets them out of there. Chaos Dragons, just a really versatile card, and I just really love it. And you have to play 3 because, it just kills a lot of decks. It just protects all your guys. So yeah. Next up, I play Triple Compulse, only because I don't play any Torrential in this deck, because I don't like hitting my board. I like keeping my board where it is, and this card lets you get around Zen Main. It's just incredibly easy, and it lets you just play around a lot of cards in a lot of situations that a lot of decks may not be able to. This card against windups is the absolute nuts, because they attempt to go into something. They don't play Lance, so you just flip this, return it back to their extra deck, and they very rarely have follow-up plays. Then we got 2 Bottomless, because Bottomless is necessary. It's broken. It's really good. Then we got those 2 Warnings. Staple, solid card. Have to play him. And then the Judgment. I don't play Road, just because the trap count's at 11, but I don't feel Road is really necessary. The deck's count's already at 41, so yeah. And now for the extra, I'm just gonna go to the extra quick. There's some cards that I'm missing for now, but because they're lent out, but that's besides the point. But this is just the basic outline of what it's going to be. 1 Zen Mains, 1 Tempo, 1 Soul of Silver Mountain, because you can go into a man, he's good when you can. 1 Leviair, 1 Leviathan, 1 Acid Golem. The reason why I play so many rank 3s is because you can go into them a lot, and it's just really versatile to have access to those. And then we got Maestroke. I'm going to be playing 2 of these, so yep, just 2 Maestrokes. 1 Photon Butterfly. It's going to be 2 Gigants. Yeah, really good card. Utopia, and then it's going to be a Shockmaster in here. Black Rose, and then we have the Bure. Those are the only synchros I play personally. Black Rose and Bure are really all you need, because you have the Black Rose to blow the field, or a 2600 beater that can switch attacks, and with your trap cards, anything they try to bring out is just going to be pretty easy to deal with. So yeah, that's my deck profile. Thanks guys for watching this video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, no problem guys. Don't forget, again, rate, comment, subscribe. Go check out the rest of my vids. Go check out my Heraldic deck profile. Go check out, that's pretty much it. Yep. Thanks guys. Have a great day.